Yo, what's good, chat? I mean, what's good, YouTube? I'm live right now. You feel me? We're gonna react to Tierzoo. The fish tier list. They've been like growing a lot. I mean, I've been seeing Your Age. I'm Dante. We're on the typical watch. I've been seeing them two react to it, so I'm actually kind of curious, like, what the fish.
This video
like,
was made in partnership with CuriosityStream.
Like, what the fish gadget.
Fish are one of the most diverse factions in the entire game. They are extremely popular among both casual and competitive players, and make up the vast majority of the aquatic player base. And with so many different potential fish builds to choose from, it can be difficult to know which builds are actually competitively viable in the current meta. So today, we're going to go through the tier list of fish. This will by no means be a comprehensive tier list. I mean, there are more than 3,000 variants of
3,000 is crazy,
Still, by
chat.
highlighting the standout builds in both high
But yeah,
and
there
low
are some like
tiers,
significant
hopefully
like no bass,
where
all
the
that type
fish
of shit.
faction fits into the current meta.
I think I might have actually watched the
I didn't
fish.
include.
Nah,
Hopefully
I
by
don't think
seeing my
so.
logic in this
Damn.
video, you'll be able to evaluate
But
the
sea
fish build
turtle,
yourself.
this
Oh,
little
also, quick
goodness
disclaimer,
gracious.
since I've already made a shark tier list, I'm omitting sharks from this video. But before we dive into the tier list,
wait.
first I want to give you a of the fish build.
Okay, basics
So
in
the
history.
basic fish build doesn't have much in terms of unique perks or abilities.
Yeah, it is kind
which
of weak,
actually
chat. Not
great,
gonna
as
lie.
it means that each player has a
They're
lot
kind of
of room for
stupid too.
customization.
Like right here.
The basic fish build is most famous for its use of the fin and gill abilities.
Makes sense.
Both of which
Makes
offer
sense.
huge
I like how this
benefits in
dude
water,
explains
while
stuff like the
predictably being
abilities. You
entirely
feel me? Like the
useless on land.
abilities.
Back during the Devonian expansion, long before the vertebrate faction had a lot
Doo-doo-doo.
of terrestrial builds, fish were the top tier build in the game.
Top
having
tier
a
is
crushing matchup
crazy.
against the top arthropods.
Imagine,
the main
chat. I mean, some like shark, the
today's
top
meta,
fish, but like
fish
imagine
are
like something like
more-
imagine something like this doing your ass in back in the day. Cause they could. They was the top. Like imagine something like this little ass rainbow fish doing you in.
than just
Shit crazy.
arthropods, and typically placed below
Oh,
the
look at
top
that.
mark
Ugh,
presentation
goodness
of
gracious.
cephalopods. And
I
with
just-
nerfs to
I
the
just
Plague
shook, bro.
armor ability that
That
fish
octopus,
used to have
man.
access to, fish have had to get creative with their game strategies in order to survive.
Look at that. That snake look clean, bro.
Now let's get into the tier list to see which strategies and abilities are worth.
Actually, I think I
stacking
might have
into
watched
your
this
fish
video. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I did watch this video. Fuck, chat. Fuck. Alright, YouTube. I'm just gonna delete the video. Actually, I don't even gotta stop recording for real.
build. See,
Okay. Go back. Fucking how humans broke the game.
On My Heritage, you can build your family tree.
And YouTube, yeah, it's all raw. It's all on stream. I'm not finna cut nothing. Flight reacts.
this video was made in partnership with CuriosityStream.
Curiosity. Did I watch this? Bro, I watched so many of their videos, I forgot which one I watched. Well, not so many, really. I just watched the ones that original Dante. Goodness gracious. A woolly rhino is crazy. Y'all think y'all can... Do y'all think y'all could beat, like, a really, like, rhino right now? Or do y'all think, like, nah? To be honest, I think I could. I think I could if I had, like, a spear or something like they do.
Humans are the current #1 build in the meta.
Yeah.
But they haven't
Cats are
always
number
reigned
2.
supreme.
Hornets?
In fact, at first
That's
they were one
crazy.
of the least powerful builds in the meta.
Whoa, what the fuck
And
is
it took
that?
several
Ugh.
refinements and tweaks before the human became even remotely threatening within its home server of Africa. So today, we're going to break down all the different
Humans are from
variations of
Africa,
the human
huh?
build throughout the history of Outside and discuss their unique traits, stats, and abilities, with the hope of demonstrating why some of these skill tree choices worked, while others couldn't compete. The first players to unlock the human class were a group of African primate mains that switched from the knuckle-walking quadrupedal build to a bipedal one. It's
Oh.
important to note that at this point, they hadn't sacrificed their own.
So, okay, so yeah, obviously, like, this dig into religion and stuff. I don't like to talk about religion, you know what I'm saying, whatever. What is y'all's opinion? Do y'all think that we evolved from monkeys? Black Life History Month, BLM. Or do y'all think, you know, we just spawned out? Because this video is saying that we, like, came from, like, used to be four, like, because, you know, some monkeys, most monkeys walk on four hands, like, well, 2 legs, 2 hands. They're saying, like, someday a monkey, random ass nigga, just wanted to, like, stand on 2 feet now. You know, it's like, fuck this 4-hand shit. Let me stand on 2 feet so I can use my other feet. So I can use my hands for something else, you
relied
know?
heavily on their ability to climb to escape danger. The top tiers at the time were all large terrestrial mammal builds, far too strong for Australopithecus to challenge them. So their only option was to avoid them. It might seem
I don't even
counterintuitive
know,
to switch to
bro.
a bipedal build when your playstyle is centered around the arboreal zone, But the reason this was so crucial was because it freed up their hands to be able to carry items back to their tree.
Nigga just grab the clock, bro.
Towards refining the cooperative, loot-sharing playstyle that have made humans so dominant in the current meta.
Yeah, they do work in
Now,
big
you might
groups,
be surprised
like,
to learn
you know.
that the devs have nerfed humans in the past.
They have?
The tree-dwelling strategy was seen as a cheap way to avoid dealing with other players, and so the devs decided to reduce the number and size of trees in the Africa server.
Oh,
This
they
forced
took away
humans to ditch
trees.
their arboreal strategy and spec into ground-based abilities.
Why do they
And
look
for
like
a while,
this?
humans got absolutely bodied by other players.
Cheetah?
Even with the ability to
that's
use items
hyena.
and create tools,
Huh.
the other builds in the region, like saber-tooths and giant hyenas, were far too strong for humans
Giant
to-
hyenas?
They had to rely solely on the thieving skill to get by. But this disadvantage was slightly mitigated by their newfound ability to crack bone using tools.
Oh,
Letting them
yeah.
scavenge for marrow
Rocks and
after big
stuff.
cats had finished with the kill. Once humanity had scraped together enough evolution points
Damn,
from
look at this
scavenging,
intelligence.
they finally got to level up some of their stats and give themselves the ability to survive by hunting rather than scavenging.
Mobility is crazy.
They spec'd into
I thought
longer
they
legs and
wouldn't be
less
that
body
much
hair,
like that
allowing them
mobile.
to
You know,
finally
it's just
unlock
not
one
that
of the human's
fast.
most powerful signature abilities,
Which
sweating.
is sweating.
Sweating
What?
allows the player to recharge their stamina even while moving,
Oh.
whereas other builds are forced to stop and use the pant ability to recharge stamina. They could
Oh,
justify
so
doing
we the
all that.
only humans that have sweating? That's crazy. I thought everybody had sweating, but I guess not.
Evolution points into
Like,
mobility.
that's
rather
why
than
dogs
power,
go,
because by this point they'd
you know?
also leveled up their
That's crazy.
crafting enough to make spears, the staple best in slot two-handed weapon until the invention of gunpowder.
Damn.
A sustainable source of meat is worth a
Game.
lot more XP
I
than
want
food
to
or
play
scavenged marrow.
Nintendo Switch as well.
So much so that this let humans finally start leveling up their intelligence to a truly staggering level, promoting both
Speaking of that,
cooperation
I already
and
see
innovation.
where y'all need to release more
But once
DreamCon
again, the nerfs
tickets,
were on the way.
man. Let me check Twitter.
Just before the Ice Age balance patch hit, a faction of the human player base migrated servers, establishing themselves in the Europe server. Most of the others stayed in Africa. The Ice Age
Already
patch hit,
see.
and it led to two very different changes in the two servers that the humans were playing on. In Europe, as you probably expect,
That's
the overall
from
temperature dropped and
Dream-
ice damage became a
Content
threat.
Bitch.
The humans, as well as most of the other top players there, expected
Bro,
to
these
bulk
niggas still
heroes
haven't got
and
no
survive
type
the
of
cold better.
update.
In short, the update didn't really affect them too badly. This group became known as the Neanderthal faction. The humans that remained in Africa, now known as the Sapiens faction, faced a much worse update. Ironically, during the Ice Age, Africa got hotter and drier.
During the
herbivores
Ice Age-
humans
Ice
had
Age
such a
got-
good matchup against all left, and the human player base in Africa was reduced to the brink of extinction. Player
Extinction.
counts
Wait. RuneScape, a White Rhino, old school Runes. Damn. So we didn't have more people than
Below
RuneScape.
10,000.
I've
They
heard of the
survived
game,
by leveling up their
but
fishing skill,
I never played
scavenging for
RuneScape.
shellfish
Not
and
gonna
other
lie.
low XP sources.
I never like.
as they
I
too
know what
had
it
escaped
is.
From
I
Africa.
know what it is.
When they
So,
finally escaped,
I've been seeing it on
Africa, they were
Twitch a
finally
little bit.
back in a
So.
server that they could thrive in, but they had competition.
The
Neanderthals
Neanderthals,
had the
yep,
highest
I
stats
knew
of
it.
any human build in history. They had big
Damn, wait, hold on. Let me go see them stats. What the fuck?
Neanderthals had the highest stats of any
Okay, so we both have max intelligence. They have more power, more defense, more mobility, more health, more. They was just a stacked version of a human.
human build in
What?
history. They had bigger brains,
What happened to them?
more
They have
girthy
bigger
bodies,
brains?
stronger muscles, just undeniably a
Damn.
more viable build compared to sapiens. So by this point, I'm guessing you're wondering, well, if Neanderthals were more powerful,
I want to
why
find,
is it
bro.
that
I'm,
eventually the
one. Your race was talking about this one YouTuber that be like breaking it down, like why, like no racist shit, like why black people are faster, why white people are stronger, like genetic type shit, but like
Neanderthals lost
it's like
the
anime
faster
version.
to
You feel me?
sapiens. It
Like, no
turns
racist
out
stuff,
that their
but, like-
physical superiority was actually their downfall.
Why was
Neanderthals
it their
and
downfall?
sapiens had a very different hunting strategy when it comes to taking down large herbivores. Neanderthals
And what
had
was
the
that?
strength to defeat them with melee combat.
Damn.
And had the defense and HP to
Damn.
be able to take a hit or two,
Damn.
even from some of the Ice Age's strongest
That
herbivore
nigga got
builds.
flown.
They were also fast enough to be able to close the distance between themselves and their targets. This all
fast.
sounds awesome.
How fast were
but
they?
There's one key detail in this plan that you might
Like
have
Usain
noticed.
Bolt fast?
Since
Not gonna lie,
Neanderthals
imagine
were fit enough
Usain
to take
Bolt,
on these herbivores
like
face
a
to
like a
face,
swole Usain
they
Bolt
have to
running
invent
at you with a
ranged
spear.
weapons. Sapiens, on the other hand, would get one shot if they tried to take on behemoths like mammoths or
We
woolly
get
rhinos in close
one
combat.
shot.
Thankfully, even though their brains weren't as big as
Yes, we
Neanderthals,
would.
it was still more than enough for them to be able to use the aforementioned crafting skill to create the first ranged
that?
weapon, the atlatl. Atlatls are a
Atlatl?
relatively simple yet effective item that allows the user to launch spears over twice as far.
Whoa.
This was critical
Oh,
for
it's
the
probably like a
survival of
handle.
sapiens, as it allowed them to
How
match
can you
the
even
GPS of
aim
the
that?
Neanderthal,
Those
but also
things
stay
going
out of
down
range
fast.
for
That's how fast
potentially
those
devastating
things were going
counterattack.
down.
Sapiens also tended to have bigger party sizes. Neanderthals were less social and tended to stick to small, tight-knit groups, while sapiens formed much larger communities that could control much larger territories. Eventually, even though Neanderthals were the better fighters, they were the ones failing to find enough XP
Yep,
to
I
survive.
heard about that.
And this is where their physical
Oh,
movement-
so Homo
they were the ones
sapiens.
failing-
Oh, so Neanderthals, they were white, and Homo sapiens were black, but they mixed. That's. See, that's why I was telling y'all about that one video. Like Neanderthals are stronger, all that type of shit. So they would be like this type of build, but Homo sapiens, and y'all can clearly see like the color.
find enough XP to
difference,
survive.
you feel me? Like look at my mouse.
And this is
It's
where
the
their
same
physical
color.
might became a huge detriment. The bigger you are, the more energy you need to survive. And so the Neanderthals' strong, powerful bodies eventually became unsustainable. Most of them
Why
were
is that?
defeated in combat or starved, although a few did end up actually switching factions
Look at this.
and joining with the sapiens. But
What
finally,
up?
although a few
Look at this nigga's haircut, bro. God damn, this nigga need a cut. This nigga need a cut bad.
did end up actually switching
God, look at the way this dude's looking at her, bro. Ugh.
factions
Let me stop, like,
with the sapiens.
baby cute. But
But
these
finally,
niggas,
after
I don't know
defeating
what
their
the
most
fuck they
dangerous
did.
opponent, humans were free to dominate the game as the new
There's
top tiers.
one.
They mastered
Damn.
several key advanced techniques such as agriculture, archery, and sailing.
Sailing
allowing them to
is
push
key.
them at a
Get
far
across the
edge
ocean.
what other builds ever thought possible. You'd think that they would all work together to rule the game.
No.
But unfortunately, many of them
No.
ended up engaging in PvP with each other. It kinda makes sense given that other players are hardly even a challenge, but nonetheless, infighting is
Yeah, I feel like humans just be getting bored. Cause like any other animal, they can just whack. You know, nobody else really fucking with them. Like it should be like SS tier for humans. Like they shouldn't be like. I don't even think humans should be like by cats. Cause cats are smart, but cats, dolphins, all these dudes are smart, but I don't even think they should be even near like humans. Like it's like look what us humans do. Compared to like a cat, I think we should be SS. I just be
Biggest
thinking
weakness right now.
humans be getting bored. That's what like really be going on. They be getting bored, so they just fight each other. You know, a monkey's right there. I
Yes,
thought a
hopefully
monkey
that
would be
gives you a
S,
better
like right
background
next
on
to
the
human.
history of the game's most overpowered build. Oh, by the way, I bet many of you noticed the incredible footage of ancient
Yeah, nice. Okay, is that the end of the video?
It's available with personal
Yeah.
art.
That was a good video. W video. Not gonna lie. W video.